Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. That'll be complete to Cook. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott, 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Randy Moss led the league in receiving touchdowns 5 times starting in 1998, the last coming in 2009, and a lot of it to me was not just the natural talent, which was unbelievable, but the determination. Always was upset he wasn't a top 5 selection in the NFL draft, kept being upset about people passing on him early in the first round. When he finally got to Minnesota, he decided to really establish himself in the NFL and let everyone else know they made a big mistake.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about
under pressure, they got him again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got it. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometime...
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Prescott's pass complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position. You play. You've got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys add on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a record pace. As for the call of the second half, we'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
9 brings up second and a yard. At the 50.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 53 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got some space here. And the return will stop right around the 25. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Keep it up. 57, Mike, 57. So we got man. 57's the back.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. He was taken.
2nd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott from the gun on third. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Tyler Bass.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no.
Being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard.
And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Recovered by the kicking team.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you as always. We start this challenge in the 3rd quarter with less than 2 minutes remaining on the clock. You've got a big lead. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, 54 yards. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Big yardage after the catch. That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss, 27 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray on the move to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Dion sprinting in on the corner blitz for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd. Long situation coming up. won 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Cardinals 0.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And Sanders now to return. Able to avoid him at the 40. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And
this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. But the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
He was simply incredible at finding the end zone during his tenure in the NFL. Holds the NFL single-season touchdown reception record with 23 back in 2007, partner.
Well, you also reminded me that Randy Moss set the rookie record with 17 touchdown grabs all the way back in 1998.
Well, you remember that season? He thought he had so much to prove to the league. He didn't go as high in the draft as he thought he should have, and he tried to make everyone else pay.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Deion Sanders.
Now Murray again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboy.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete, and Moss out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
At the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites. Good way to finish.